What's happening, family? Dr. Joe here. Hope each of you are well and blessed. You see the picture. You see the stomach. You see the gut. You see it. You see what it represents, obesity. That's the word we talk about. That's the word that no one says they want to be. That everyone tries and tries again until nothing works. Everything works until it stops. But in this transformation lab, it's important that if you are obese, that you transform yourself to where you are not obese anymore. Listen up. The world right now is still in a crisis. We're still dealing with a virus. For more than 2 years, the world was shut down. And out of all of the solutions that we were told by health officials, by physicians associations, by the federal government, by the World Health Organization, we were told to get our vaccines, to get our shots. Some people did, some people did not. That's not the point that I wish to bring up. But what they left out is this. They left out the fact that 80% of individuals, and some studies say even more, who are hospitalized due to the virus or die because of the virus, that the one commonality that they have is obesity. That's what you don't hear. That's what they left out. And in many regards, to lessen the levels of obesity in our country would directly lessen the mortality of the virus. That's what you don't hear. So to all of you who are watching this, if you are obese, if you're coming through the next session of the 40-day turn up now or in the future, or if you're a person that you just came across this channel and you're looking to get and to become your best possible self and to work on you. If you are obese, let this year be the last year of your obesity. Why? Number one, body fat suppresses the immune function. This is one of the reasons why high mortality rates and high hospitalizations of individuals who are obese and who contract the virus, because there's something about body fat that suppresses the immune system. You become more susceptible to being sick because the body fat suppresses what God has wired and how God has wired us to be. Okay? So you're more sickly. The second thing that obesity does is it shortens your lifespan. When's the last time you saw somebody who was old and obese? When's the last time? When's the last time you saw somebody who was in their 90s and 400 and 500 pounds? When's the last time you saw an article or newspaper review of a group of obese people who lived more than 100? You don't. Because when you're obese, you're shortening your life. The heart has so many pumps that it's going to make. And the bigger you are, the more you tax your heart. And all while we sitting around here living in a gut and butt paradise, eating everything we see, eating when we want. And then the thing about it is people look at me and think I got it all worked out. Every single day, I have to make a conscious effort in my mind not to be a gut and butt. And if you're offended by those words, then cut me off. Every day I wake up and I make a conscious decision of what I need to eat, how I need to exercise, what I need to avoid. Because I've been obese before. And let me tell you something. Obesity over and against a healthy life is like choosing between having money and being broke. Under no circumstances is life ever better being obese. Your mood is suppressed. You're low-key depressed. Your love life is in the tanks. You know? Brothers looking down, you can't even see what God blessed you to have, and y'all know what I'm talking about. You get out the shower, you can't even look at yourself in the mirror. You go in the closet and you got clothes when you're overweight, and then you got clothes that you have to be a certain size to wear. You can't even wear your clothes. Your feet are swollen, your ankles are swollen. Nothing fits right. You got to wrap yourself up like a mummy just to put on a dress or a skirt. Who wants to live that type of life? But lastly, the reason why we need to address our obesity is because our obesity is a physical indication of spiritual strongholds. Every single obese person who has lived, who is living, and who will ever live is dealing with some type of spiritual manifestation. You don't have to accept it. Some type of stronghold, some type of addiction, some level of laziness. Your get up and go has got up and went. Some elements of lack of structure in your life. This is why people gravitate towards food. We are emotional eaters. We're emotional eaters. But the problem is every part of life is emotional, so you're eating all of the time. And when we live a life that lacks the awareness of where we are, we suffer the byproducts of poor habits that manifest physically. The solution to your obesity is not the diet you choose, but it's the mind shift that you have. It's the agreements that you make. It's the adjustments that you alter. It's the habits that you stop and the healthy ones that you start. And your commitment to the process, to where every day is like Groundhog Day. It's the same. It's the same. You wake up, you make decisions, you make agreements, and you execute them. And when you mess it up, you wake up, you analyze how you messed up, you make the tweak, you make the adjustment, and you get it right. And you do it day in and day out. So if you are obese, do something about your obesity. And if you're coming through the next session of the 40-day turn-up, if you come in with an open mind and a willing heart and be teachable, obesity will be a thing of your past.